We are recording. So no swearing, please. We are live. Okay, so hi guys. Hi. Thank you to our first online class. So we'll just have to play with the camera angle a little bit. So any questions, I think I explained earlier on, there's a little chat bar at the bottom. So if you type it in, because I've muted you all. One last time, because a few people trying to get in. Everybody wait a sec. We're just going to wait for everybody else to join.
Hello?
Hi. You're in. I'm just going to mute you just for now. Otherwise, your screen will keep popping up. So it's not because I don't want to talk. Mute all. Wonderful. Continue. Awesome. Amazing. Okay. Right, we're recording. Hi guys. Hi. For those, I haven't seen all of you before, so I'm Lydia. I am the core instructor and yoga instructor. And tonight we're just going to do some nice movement, mobility. I like to focus on mobility, mobilizing, some nice stretches, some core and some bum. So yeah, I said earlier on, but I'll repeat again. If you've got any questions, there's a little, if you click on the screen, there's a little chat box at the bottom. And if you type it in, I'll keep checking to make sure. Just type as you go along. I think that's the best way. But try not to unmute yourself, because then I think it'll throw all the cameras off. So just type the question in there. And like the beauty of this is that no one's watching you, right? So you can be as silly, as fun, you can, like, it's not a competition, just really move with your body and enjoy. Yeah, enjoy. Okay, so, oh wait a sec, we've got someone else coming in. I think we might have to change that setting of the waiting room rate. Don't know why that's happened. Awesome. Okay. Claire, are you here? I'm just going to mute Claire. One sec. Hi, Claire. Are you there? Amazing. I'm just going to mute her. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we're going to start by lying down. So just come to a comfortable lying down position. So if you have any pain in the lower back, you can have your feet on the floor, the knees facing up. I like to place something under my head, just because it keeps my ribs drawn in towards my body. And then we're just going to start by taking our hands onto the belly. And we're just going to start with some nice deep belly breaths. So as we inhale, really send the breath down into the belly area, feel the belly inflate. And then as you exhale, the belly softens down. So breathing in and out through the nose if possible. So inhale, feel the belly raise up. And then exhale, feel the whole body soften. Just take a few more breaths. Inhale, belly lifts up. Exhale, belly softens. One more breath. Wonderful, good, okay. So we can remove something, whatever's behind our head, take it away. Then we're going to start to bring our knees in towards our chest. We're going to start to roll around on our lower back. So giving our lower back a little bit of a massage. So you can either go from side to side, maybe up or down if that feels nice. Maybe some circles with the legs, with the knees. And then we're going to raise the right leg up towards the ceiling and then slowly lower the right leg down. Taking both hands, interlacing them around the back of the left leg. And then we're going to start to take the left leg over the body. So coming into a bit of a spinal twist. So with that left arm, we're taking it over to the left side. So really opening out. If it feels good for your body, then you can start to take the gaze over towards the left shoulder. And then with that right hand, maybe you want to place the right hand on top of the left knee, guiding it down towards the floor a little bit. And then slowly releasing that right hand, slowly bringing the left leg back up to center. Good, left leg goes down, and then raise the right leg in towards the body, interlace the fingers around the back of the leg to start off with. And then take the left hand, taking the right leg all the way over to the left side, right hand goes over towards the right side. So opening up into a twist on the other side. If it feels good, you can take the gaze over towards that right shoulder. And you can start to notice maybe one side feels a little tighter than the other. And you can take a nice few deep breaths out of the mouth in this position. So as you exhale, maybe you've got a little bit more space to kind of soften the shoulder down and soften that right knee down. Okay, bringing that right leg all the way back up. Good, bringing both legs in and just rocking around in that lower back. And then start to drop the feet down towards the floor, knees facing up towards the ceiling. So we're just going to start by kind of finding a neutral pelvis. So start by tucking the tailbone under, feel the lower back press down onto the floor, and then we're going to untuck the tailbone, feel the ribs flare out a little bit. So what we're trying to do is find a kind of a halfway point. So you want the ribs drawn in, you don't want the tailbone completely tucked, you don't want a complete flat back, just kind of want a halfway point. So ribs in. So keeping in this neutral pelvis, start to raise the left leg up, take the left ankle on top of the right thigh. So we're coming into this full position with our legs like this. And then we're going to take the hands around the back of the right leg. What we're trying to do is keep a neutral pelvis. We don't want the back to completely flat down in this position, if possible. So try and keep the pelvis nice and neutral. Fingers interlacing around the back of the right leg. Flex the left toes back, push the heel away. And then as you start to draw the right leg in, maybe you can create a little bit of resistance in your body and start to press the left knee out away from the body. So you're feeling a nice stretch in the left side. And then with that right foot, if it feels good, you can start to do some circles with the foot. Nice big circles, moving one way and then moving the other. And then if it's possible, release the hands and try and hold the legs in this position here. So keep pulling the thigh towards the body as you push the knee out. So we're creating a little bit of resistance. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Slowly drop the right leg down and then release the left leg. And then we're going to change side to left foot down on the floor. But actually, before we lift the leg up, try and find that neutral pelvis again. So maybe tuck the tailbone under, untuck, and then find that halfway point. And then start to lift the right leg up. Place the right ankle on top of the left leg. And then slowly start to lift that left knee up, trying to keep that little arch, like a slight arch in the lower back. And then slowly start to grab around the back of the legs. So again, I can go from this position. That's good. So flexing the flexing the right foot, pulling the toes back, pushing the heel away. Oh, you can really maybe feel a difference in one side in comparison to the other. Ooh. So with that right knee, pushing the right knee out as you pull the left leg in. And then with the foot, some nice big circles. Moving both directions. Good, then see if it's possible to release the hands and hold in this position. So push the knee out, pull the leg towards each other to kind of balance the legs out, keeping that neutral pelvis. And then slowly drop the left leg down, drop the right leg down. Wonderful, good. Okay, so now take the legs out, lying down, take the legs nice and wide. We're just going to let the legs fall over to one side, then going over to the other. So we'd like to windmill the legs from side to side. And then from here, coming back to central, bring the feet in a little bit to the pelvis width apart. Ground the feet down on the floor. Start to tuck the tailbone under, feel the lower back connect down. And then slowly roll up. So starting with the head, we're going to roll all the way up. Hands go either side of the legs. If this feels too much, then you can grab the back of the legs. Keep pressing the heels, the feet down into the floor. Come up, come up, come up. And we're going to hold at that point. We're going to hold it here. Hold it here. And then maybe extend one leg. Maybe extend the other leg. Maybe extend the arms overhead. So hollow body hold. For 3, 2, 1. Slowly with control, come all the way up. Woo, wonderful, good. So we're going to cross at the ankles and we're going to roll all the way over onto our hands and knees. Coming to a tabletop position, spread the fingers nice and wide. We're going to start by doing some shoulder blade circles. So we want the shoulder blades, we want the chest to drop down to start off with, let the shoulder blades come together. And then we're going to push the floor away, so feel the shoulder blades go nice and wide across the back. Drop the chest down, shoulder blades come together, then push the floor away. Now we're going to make this into a circular movement. So start to shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. Drop the chest down, let the shoulder blades come together. Shoulder blades go into the back pocket of your trousers. Push the floor away. Shoulders come up towards the ears. So finding a nice circular smooth motion. If this is the first time you've done this movement, it's super normal to feel lots of clunking and chunking. That's even a word. So what you'll notice is your elbows are going to really want to bend. The aim of this position is to really, really isolate it into the shoulder joint. So keep the arms nice and steady. So just move the shoulder blades. And then change direction. Maybe that happens, maybe it doesn't. Again, it's normal to feel, ugh. If you haven't done this exercise before, sometimes your brain will be like, hey, this is unnatural for me. But even just attempting it, we're kind of creating that pathway. Good, one more circle. Wonderful, okay, coming into a more of a neutral spine, so spread the fingers nice and wide, push the floor away, find an external rotation with that upper arm bone, so we want our biceps to kind of twist and face away from you, and your elbow pits to be facing away from you, or towards you. So press the floor away, nice spread the shoulder blades, and then from here, tuck the toes under, and we're just going to lift the knees off. So we're coming into a little bit of like a raised tabletop position. So like this position, and then from here, we're going to rock the pelvis over to one side, over to the other, over to one side. Try not to flop the whole body, so my feet are trying to stay still as possible. Let someone in. So keep going, keep pressing the floor away. And then from here, we're going to start to push the bottom up, keep the knees nice and bent as we come into a downward dog. But we don't want the downward dog to be like this. We want the knees to be bent. So we're focusing on a nice long spine. Spread the fingers nice and wide and just move the hips from side to side. So make it as fluid as you want. It feels so weird not teaching to anyone. Take a few breaths. Maybe it feels nice to lift a leg, open a hip. Maybe it feels nice to kind of rock from side to side. And then what we're going to do is walk the hands towards the feet or the feet towards the hands, whichever way you prefer. Grab opposite elbows and we're going to fold forward. Keep a nice bend in the knees. Okay, I'm just going to change the position of the camera because I'm coming up. Amazing. Stay there, stay there. Maybe rock the head from side to side. Shake the head, want to encourage a nice soft neck. Wonderful, lovely. And then from here, release the hands down to the side. Slowly, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time until we come to a standing position. Great. Amazing. Okay, so everybody still hear me? Yeah, love it. Okay, so we're going to work into our hips now. This may feel a little bit intense for some, but work within your boundaries. So bring the left foot into the center, and we're going to step over to the right side a little bit. Yeah, to step over to the right side. So we want a bit of space, we're going to do a bit of a side lunge. So we're going to start by lifting the left leg up. And then tilt the camera down a little bit so you can see what my foot's doing. So we're going to lift the left leg up, and then we're going to send that left leg behind the right leg. As slow and with control as you can. Touch the toes down. We're going to kneel down. Maybe, maybe not. If kneeling feels too much, then just stop wherever feels good. We're going to kneel. If you can touch, nice. We come all the way back up. Weight back into that front right leg. And then we're going to send that left leg all the way out to the side. Slow, 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 nice wide squat. Good, wonderful. Place the foot down on the floor. And we're going to come down into a squat. Weight through the heels. Pushing through that right foot. See if we can slowly, with control, bring that left foot all the way back to the center. Don't drop it down. We're sending it back behind the right leg. Right toes touch the floor. Slowly lower down. Maybe if you've got the range, you can come all the way down. Come back up, pressing through that right foot. Sending that left leg all the way out to the side. Push the bum out, weight through the heels, touch the toes down, squat. Wonderful. Weight in that right leg, lift that left leg up one last time. Woo. Left leg behind, touch the toes. Maybe you can send it a little bit further away. Slowly lower the bottom down. Come all the way back up. Nice. And then slowly send that left leg. Bottom goes back, sit back on the heel. Come all the way back. And bring it back. Oh, and shake out those legs. Good. Oh, I can feel that burn. Everybody hear me? Yes, amazing. Good. Okay, so let's balance out the body. So the left foot now into the center. Right leg lifts, yeah. So left foot into the center. We're going to lift that right leg up. No, we're not. Here we are. Right leg. Yeah, so right leg lifts. And then slowly start to send that right leg behind that left, dropping the knee down. Almost like a curtsy, I like to think of it. Come all the way back up. See if we can do it with control. Send that right leg all the way out to the side like a giant moon step. Weight to the heels, sit the bum back. Squat position. All the way back. Weight into that left leg. Come back to center. Sending it behind you and out to the left side. Knee comes all the way down to the floor maybe, or you can sit all the way down. Come all the way back up. Slowing it down, working with little muscles. Sending that right foot back, good, squatting down. Ooh. Right leg lifts. Behind to the left side. Left toes down, knee down, maybe bottom down. Go all the way up. Use your arms to balance. If you're struggling with balance, maybe stare at one spot. Right foot down, lunge. One last time. Right leg back, toes down. Oh, and shake out those legs. Okay, let's move on to the sides of the body. Can you see me? Yeah, I think you can. So, coming into a standing position. Take a breath, just to catch the breath maybe. And then with that left arm, we're sending it all the way up the ceiling. As we exhale, we're hinging over to the right side. Bend the knees, we're going to round that left shoulder and then come down into a fold position. Slowly start to roll back up. Moving to the other side. We're going to do this 3 times. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, hinging over to the left side. Bend the knees, round that right shoulder down towards the floor. Soften as we forward fold. Rolling back up. 2 more times. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, push the hips out to the side. Feel the ribcage extend. Start to bend the knees, rounding. Rolling all the way back up. Right arm lifts, inhale. Exhale, hips out to the side. Arm comes over. Bend the knees, round. Good, this last time, feel free to add the other arm, I'll show you. So inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, hinge, maybe grab the fingers, reach. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Inhale, roll up. Right arm lifts. Exhale, hinge. If it feels good, take the left hand, reach. Bend the knees and rounding down. Good, and just hang here. So again, knees nice and bent, grab opposite elbows, let the head hang. As you let the shoulders feel heavy and relaxed. Okay, from here, rolling all the way back up. Good, so we're just going to go into some nice neck rolls after those. So let the hands fall heavy down the side of the body. We're going to start by dropping the chin down towards the chest. So we want the shoulders to stay soft. We don't want the movement to come into the shoulder. We're just isolating it into the neck joint. And then with the chin, start to draw the chin over to the right shoulder. And then over to the left shoulder. Over to the right shoulder. Over to the left shoulder. And then we're going to take the chin all the way up as we reach it up towards the ceiling. Feel the front of the neck stretch. So you reach the chin forward and finish the circle. One more time this direction. So nice big circles with the neck. Good. So once you've gone both ways, just relax the shoulders, let the body feel heavy. Wonderful, good. Now we'll stay in this position. So we're going to come down into a squat. So it doesn't matter if your heels lift off a little bit. So take the legs as wide or as narrow as you like. We're going to weight through the heels, push the bum back. Chest open. So you don't want to be thrusting your ribs. The ribs in. So we're going to come down. Come down. If your toes lift up, that's absolutely fine. And then we're just going to hold it in this squat position for a little bit. And just rock from side to side. And then from here, we're just going to bounce a little bit. And we want to do the bounce as slowly and with control as possible. So what tends to happen is that end range, we get really strong in this middle range. This end range is when we just kind of collapse. So really working that end range now. So try and get a little bit of control. Little bit of control for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Take the hands down to the floor and then come all the way down to a kneeling position. Whew. Okay. So kneeling here. So keeping the toes tucked under. You do a nice little transition. I like this one. Tuck your toes under. We'll just start by sitting back on the heels. So you're feeling your feet stretch. So what you might notice is your heels kind of fall out to the side. Stop that happening to build stability in your ankle. We want to really press with the big toe of the foot of the feet. So press with the big toes. Feeling as if you're sitting nice and tall. And maybe grab hold with the opposite elbows. Chips. Got a baby on the loose. grab with the elbows. And then we're going to hinge over to the right side. And then come back to center, over to the left side. Good, one more time each side. If you feel this is too much, then come up. One more time, over to the right side, over to the left side. Good, come back, take the hands down to the floor, and just step out the feet. Wonderful. So come back onto the toes, tuck the toes under, and we're going to try, so the floor is there for support, we're going to try and lift the knees off, staying on the toes. And then we're going to try and control it back down without falling. All about control. Lift the knees off. Ooh, ankles are screaming. Drop the knees down. Good, one more time. And then see if we're able to flatten all the way down as we come down onto our bottom. Ooh, good, amazing. Okay, so take the legs nice and wide. If this feels really uncomfortable in this position, you can sit up onto a pillow. So take the legs nice and wide. And just to start off with, we want this femur bone here, so the thigh bone, we want to find internal and external rotation. So we want the thighs to kind of roll in and roll out. Roll in and roll out. So what you'll want to do is move from the feet, but we're just compensating. So we really want to move in from the hip joint. And if it feels super clunky, it's completely utterly normal. This is a really good way to kind of try and de-clunk your joints, like washing out your joints. So let's think about it actually. Okay, then bring the legs in a little bit. Keep internally and externally rotating the legs. Okay, so now we're going to come into 90-90. So if you've done the class before, you'll be familiar with this. I love it. Left leg forward, right leg back. So we want, can you see? So we want the back leg and the right leg both to be at a 90-degree angle. Nice, over there. Okay, so if you're like, oh my gosh, I can't take my hands off the floor, again, completely fine, just keep your hands here. If you're able to, then you can try and do it without your hands. And we're going to try and hinge from the pelvis. So we're going to keep driving that back knee down into the floor. We're going to come forward a little bit. We're going to come forward. Keep driving that front knee, that front shin into the floor. So really building stability in the hip joints. Stability and flexibility. Creating mobility. Good, now coming all the way back up. Okay, so with this front leg, so what we're going to do, the aim is to keep the torso steady, as still as possible. Your back knee will want to come up in this position, so try and imagine there's a hammer going into that back knee, or a nail even going into that back knee to really stabilize it. So what we're going to do, you may have to use your hands, is try and lift that front leg up, and then straighten it up. Again, even if your leg is dragging on the floor, that's completely fine. We're just creating those pathways. Neuro pathways, good. Straighten it up, and then bend. Straighten it up, bend. See if you're doing it with your hands. See if you can do one without. And then we're going to hold in this position here. So our front leg is straight, our back leg is in a 90-degree angle. We're going to come forward with the hands. So we're going to fold forward. Keep pulling that front foot back, pushing the heel away. So that leg is nice and active. Again, take the hands off to make it a little bit more active. And feel as if what's happening is we're not rounding. I don't want you rounding, especially to the thoracic spine, which we're all famous for doing, is that the hinge is coming from your pelvis. So your spine is staying nice and flat. Good, coming forward. And then coming back. And then crossing the arms. And we're going to lean. We're going to lean towards that back right leg. Come back. Forward. Come back and lean towards that back right leg. If you're unable to have your hands across your body, hands on the floor is absolutely fine. So just doing this 3 more times. Wonderful, good, okay. So now coming back to center. Lifting that front left leg up and coming back into that 90-degree angle with the foot. And then taking your hands forward, and we'll come into a bit more of a passive stretch now. So Coming down onto the forearms, maybe onto the hands, whatever range is, wherever your body at today is absolutely fine. So keep the chin tucked in, the back of the neck is nice and long, and you'll feel a nice stretch in your glute. We're just going to hold it here for 30 seconds. Just checking in with the jaw. We're not tensing up through the jaw or the forehead. Trying to find a nice steady breath. Maybe you notice kind of that you're squeezing your hip area. Try to just relax that effort. Relax the effort. Allow the muscles just to ease. And then slowly bring the hands back up. Good. And then we're going to twist over the other side. But how we're going to do that is keep pressing that front leg down into the floor. We're going to pivot on that back heel as we lift that knee up. So coming into a bit of a bear stretch. So at the same time, this knee, that right knee is pushing away and that front leg is pushing down. So almost as if we're moving kind of through molasses or something, something thick. And then slowly, slowly, we're going to move over. If you need to hand the hands down on the floor, it's fine. Moving over to the other side. So right leg forward, left leg back. So we're going to start by straightening up the leg. So slowly drive that front leg down into the floor. And then we're going to lift that right leg and then straighten it up. Lift the left leg in, straighten the right leg up. And see if you can feel it as if you're getting a little bit of rotation in that hip joint. So kind of straightening the leg up. Good, one last time. Now placing the right foot down on the floor, pivoting or hinging from the waist, coming forward. You'll notice maybe one feels a little tighter. And then crossing at the arms, leaning back to that left knee. Come forward, hinging. Coming back. Good, so just doing this 3 times. Good, one last time. Good, wonderful. Drop the hands down. Slowly we're going to bring that right leg forward. Coming back into the 90-degree angle. Wonderful. Then taking the hands forward and we're coming into that lovely fold. So holding it here for 30 seconds. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Finding a nice steady breath. Again, encouraging all those muscles around the hips just to ease. One more breath. Wonderful. Okay. Walking the hands back. And then we're just going to go back the other way. So driving that front knee down into the floor. Start to open that left knee up towards the ceiling. Keep driving that front knee in. And then when you can't move anymore, let them both move. Good. So coming to a central position like this. Cross the ankles. We're going to roll over. Coming onto our hands and knees. So hands and knees. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Press the floor away. Step the right leg back, step the left leg back. Invite the ribs in towards the body, so coming into a plank position. So in the plank position, if at any point this feels too much, then drop down to the knees. But make sure we're not sagging our shoulder blades. So really keep that work of pressing the floor away and trying to find external rotation with your upper arm bone. So creating a really nice, strong shoulder support. So right leg back, left leg back, good. And then in this position here, we're just going to rock back and forth. So loading up our tissues outside of that stacking, bone stacking. So moving from side to side, back and forth, up and down. Good. And now we're coming into more of a static hold. So coming back to a neutral position, so the shoulders are stacked over the wrist. We're going to really press the heels away from the body to feel that back kind of switch on down the back of the legs. Good, then from here, we're going to step that left foot all the way up towards the hand. If you need the left hand to help, please do so. Okay, so coming into a nice lunge, right toes pressing into the floor, nice deep bend in that left leg. Left hand on top of the left thigh, and then rotate, 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 and then take that left hand all the way up to the ceiling. Press that right toe, especially that right toe into the floor, and push, push, push that right heel away. Allow the pelvis to feel nice and heavy. And you want to feel as if the breastbone here, so the sternum is rotating, you're kind of opening up to the side of the wall. Trying to avoid the movement in the lower back. Good, left hand comes down. Step that left foot back. Coming back to a plank position. If this feels too much, you can push into downward dog. Okay, coming back to moving from side to side, up and down. Moving in all different directions. Good, and then stepping that right foot through towards the hand, so the outside goes to the outside edge of the hands. Left toes pressing into the ground. Take the right hand, pressing it on top of the right shin, the right thigh. Twist, twist, twist. And be nice and strong in that supporting left shoulder. Right arm lifts up. Good, wonderful. Right hand comes down. Step back, that right foot steps back, plank position. Good, again, moving into those lovely, all those lovely different directions. From side to side, back and forth. Circles maybe. Good, then drop down to the knees. Let the toes touch, sit back on the heels as you rest the forehead down. Come into child's pose. So take a few deep breaths in child's pose. Okay, and then rounding back up one last time into plank position. So spread the fingers nice and wide, tuck the toes under. Lift the knees off. So again, really press the big toes of the feet, push the heels away. Imagine as if the crown of the head is reaching forward. So you feel the spine is nice and long, the neck isn't dropping down. So they're trying to stack the ears, so in line with the shoulders. Chin tucked in slightly. So you feel the back body, posterior chain of the body, really nice and long. Okay, from here, the feet stay grounded. Try not to move the heels. We're just tilting the pelvis over the left side, over to the right side. So it's a really small movement. We're trying to isolate that pelvis. Steady breath. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Drop down to the knees. What's a lot of wrist work. Shake out the wrists. Wonderful. Good. Maybe shake out the shoulders a little bit. Nice. Okay. So sitting on our bottom, we're going to come all the way down. So feet down on the floor, hands alongside the body. We're going to start to roll down. So start by tucking the tailbone. Feel the lower back. Press down. As we slowly roll, roll, roll. Wonderful. Back flattens down onto the floor. Okay, so at lying down, we are going to interlace the fingers around the back of the head, bring the elbows together. We're going to slowly start to lift both legs up off the floor. So you want your knees in line with your pelvis. Trying to find a neutral pelvis and not completely flattening down at this position, at this point. The neutral pelvis, knees stacked over the hips, and the feet and the knees are in line with each other. Hands behind the head. We're going to inhale, we're going to curl up. So you feel that upper back almost lift off the floor. Take a breath in. And then we're going to exhale, start to extend the right leg out. And we're going to curl up again. So feel the lower back press down on the floor. Take a breath. Curl it one more time. Bring the right leg in. Lower down just an inch. Take a breath. Inhale. Left leg extends. curl up one more time. Left leg comes in and then lower down an inch. We're doing this 4 more times. So right leg extends, curl up again. Right leg comes back, lower down an inch. Whew, feel the burn. Left leg extends, curl up, lower back presses down, curl up again, lower down just an inch. Right leg extends, right leg draws in, curl up again. Good, lower down. One last time. Curl up, this way, left leg extends, curl up again, and then lower down, all the way down on the floor. Release, whew. Take a few deep breaths. Okay, wonderful. So coming back into the dead bug position. Back into a dead bug position, so take the knees stacked over the pelvis, toes pulled up. Taking the arms overhead. This time, keeping the neutral pelvis, we're going to extend the left leg as we extend the right arm. So come back to center, slow. We try not to rush the movement. Right leg extends, left arm extends. Come back to center. Left leg, right arm. Come back to center. Left arm, right leg. 2 more times each side. One last time. And then release down. Good. Hands go down to the floor. Knees face up towards the ceiling. Let the knees just fall in for a second. Take the hands to the belly. And we're just going to curl up into a bridge position. It can help relieve some of the warmth in the belly. So feet grounding, heels really pressing down to the floor, all the way into the heels, hands either side of the body, alongside the body. Slowly start to tuck the tailbone and lift the hips off. Feel that front body stretch. And so really press through the heels of the feet and imagine you're dragging your heels. Don't move your feet, but dragging your heels back towards the body. And you'll feel the back body switch on. So just take a few deep breaths here. Nice deep belly breaths. One last time. Slowly lower upper back, mid back. Good. And then draw the knees in towards the chest. Rock around on that lower back. Wonderful. And then we're going to cross over the ankles and roll all the way up to a seated position. Wonderful. Okay, bring the left arm up. And then as we exhale, moving over to the side. Inhale. And then just flow with the breath and move over to the other side. One more time each side. Inhale. Reach, reach. Good. Coming back. And we'll just do some nice big shoulder circles. So leading the movement from the shoulder blades, lift the shoulders up towards the ears, drop them down towards the back pocket and down and forward. Maybe connecting the movement with the breath. And then move back the other way. Maybe noticing one way feels a little easier than the other. And then relax. And I think we're good, guys. I think we're finished. Thank you. Thanks so much for joining me on our first interactive class. I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, you can unmute or you can chat in the box. But yeah, if not, have a nice evening. Thanks. Also, I'm teaching Sunday, like yoga, core and stretch. So yeah, come and join me then. Thanks, guys. Bye. Sorry about the crying baby too.
Well done, Lydia. That was absolutely brilliant.
Yay! Thank you. Great.
I loved it.
How was it?
So
Did you hear me
great.
okay?
What's that?
Did you hear me okay?
Yeah, I've even been playing classical music in the background.
Oh, see, oh, that's quite a good idea. People could play their own music. I just wasn't sure how noisy I was, you know?
No, it's very good.
Amazing.
Casey, you look really confused.
Pardon? Yeah, she said, what? Yeah,
So confused. Yeah, I loved it.
I'm trying to switch it off. I feel like I'm interrupting.
no.
You can click leave meeting.
Oh, yeah, end meeting at the bottom.
Bye,
Oh,
Jo.
got it. Got it. Bye.
Yeah.
I'll come out.